Behind this window, God is refusing to come out of the plane. Outside, 100,000 people have broken the fences and flooded the runway. For half an hour, the Emperor of Ethiopia sits frozen, by several accounts, in tears. Those 100,000 aren't waiting for a rock star. They're waiting for God, and when he finally appears in the doorway, Kingston erupts. Here's the catch. 1 year later, this same man looks into a camera and says, "I am a man. I am mortal." The God of this faith denied being God. And it changed nothing. Today, his face is on walls from Kingston to Nairobi, and his believers' colors are known on every continent. To crack the strangest story in modern faith, you need the 5 things everyone gets wrong about Rastas. Number 5 rewrites everything. Jamaica, 1930, a British colony where descendants of enslaved Africans cut cane on the plantations their great-grandparents were chained to. No land, no power, no identity. Into that wound came Marcus Garvey, preaching one idea. Africa is not behind you, Africa is ahead of you. A saying spread, attributed to him, "Look to Africa, when a black king shall be crowned, the day of deliverance is at hand." November 2nd, 1930, Ethiopia crowns Haile Selassie I. His titles, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conquering Lion of the Tribe of Judah. Open a King James Bible. Revelation 5. The Lion of the Tribe of Judah hath prevailed. The exact titles. On a black king whose empire had thrown back a European army to stay free. Kingston street preachers drew the only possible conclusion. The Messiah is black, alive, and on a throne in Africa. They called God Yah and took the emperor's name, Rastafari. One of them, Leonard Howell, sold 5,000 photos of the emperor, a shilling each, as passports to Ethiopia. The British jailed him for sedition. It made him a hero. Out of prison, Howell built Pinnacle, a commune in the hills, 1,600 strong. Their own food, their own economy, their own law. In 1954, colonial police razed it and scattered its people into Kingston's poorest slums. One was called Trenchtown. Remember that name. Myth 1. Jamaica is a Rasta island. The census counted 29,000 Rastas out of nearly 3 million Jamaicans, less than 1%. Jamaica is actually one of the most church-packed nations on earth, and Rastas were its most persecuted minority. So why does the whole planet picture Jamaica in red, gold, and green? Hold that thought. Myth 2. Rastafari is a religion. Ask a Rasta. It's a livity, a way of living. No church, no membership, not even Rastafarianism. They reject all isms. Babylon loves labels. No pope, no headquarters. Instead, mansions. The drumming Nyabingi, the Bobo Ashanti, strictest of all, in turbans and robes. The 12 tribes, so open even the locks are optional. The livity says your body is a temple, so they eat Ital, from vital, straight from the earth, no salt, nothing processed. Plants are our medicines, says one vendor in the hills. We eat right to prevent the sickness, not to cure it. Rastas were eating plant-based, organic, and local in the 1930s, before the word vegan existed. It was coined in 1944. Your cousin with the oat milk is 90 years late. Even their words are rebuilt. Not you and me, I and I. We are one. Not understand, overstand. Words carry power, and every one of those words was about to be used against them. Myth 3, it's all about getting high. The twist, the world's most famous stoner religion, frowns on getting high for fun. The herb is a sacrament, like communion wine. It opens the reasoning, hours of scripture, politics, philosophy. Psalm 104, herb for the service of man. Not every Rasta partakes. One elder now takes only the oil to protect his lungs and preaches moderation 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And Ganja isn't even a Jamaican word, it's Hindi. The plant came with 40,000 Indian indentured laborers in the 1840s. But the herb carried a price. For 80 years, Ganja laws were the pretext to raid Rasta camps and fill the jails. Keep that in mind for Myth 5. Myth 4, dreadlocks are a hairstyle. In the hills, they'll tell you, our locks are antennas, how we tune into nature and into each other. The roots are biblical. The Nazirite vow, no razor shall touch his head. Samson's covenant, shaped like the mane of the Lion of Judah. Those locks got them barred from schools, barred from jobs, trimmed by force in police stations. And in 2020, this is real. Jamaica's own Supreme Court upheld a school's right to ban a 5-year-old girl's locks in the homeland of dreadlocks. Meanwhile, locks walk the runways of Paris, and half of America needed a law, the Crown Act, just to wear natural hair to work. The world wears the crown. The people who bore it paid. Which brings us to myth 5, the biggest one, that nobody ever told the Rastas the truth about their God. Somebody did. He did. First, overstand what they were escaping. Babylon, their name for the whole machine. Colonialism, materialism, the system that shipped their ancestors across an ocean. If you do wrong things, black or white, it's Babylon. And Zion? Ethiopia, Africa. The Bible's captivity in Babylon wasn't someone else's story. It was theirs, replayed on the Atlantic. Rastafari turned the Bible into a map home. Babylon hit back. Good Friday, 1963. Coral Gardens. Security forces swept the island. Rastas beaten, tortured, shaved, some killed. Jamaica apologized in 2017, 54 years later. Now back to the tarmac. The Emperor lands in the middle of all this. A Rasta elder, Mortimer Plano, climbs into the plane and calms the crowd, so God can disembark. In that crowd, a young woman named Rita converts. Her husband follows. His name, Bob Marley, from Trenchtown, exactly where Pinnacle's exiles landed. Told you to remember. That's how 1 million believers reach 5 billion imaginations. Babylon burned their village, and the ashes landed on a recording studio. In 2018, UNESCO declared reggae a heritage of humanity. But myth 5, 1967, Canadian television. Asked if he is God, the emperor answers, on the record, "I am a man, I am mortal." He even sent his own Orthodox church to Jamaica. In 2000, Rastas got baptized without renouncing him. And honesty demands the rest. Selassie ruled a feudal empire as absolute monarch. When famine struck Wallow, estimates around 200,000 dead, his government hid it. Deposed in 1974, he died a prisoner in 1975. The faith should have died with him. Days after the news, Trenchtown answered with a song. Jah live. You cannot kill what lives inside people. And the return home? In 1948, Selassie had granted land in Ethiopia, Shashamane. Rastas sold everything and sailed to Zion. What they found broke hearts. The revolution seized the land. The settlers lived stateless for decades. Children born in Zion with no country. ID cards came in 2017. Still not citizenship. Fewer than 500 remain. Count the scoreboard honestly. Garvey the prophet called Selassie a coward. The god denied being God. The promised land wouldn't claim them. The state said sorry when the survivors were old. And yet, their food fills every health store. Their hair is protected by new laws and copied on every runway. Their plant is a legal billion-dollar industry. One Marley cannabis brand even traded through a firm named Privateer. Old pirates indeed. Their drums became reggae, then world heritage. Their words crossed every border without a visa. Less than 1% of one small island, and the whole world knows their colors. Green for the land, gold for the sun, red for the blood that paid. Here's the lesson Kemet Leeds keeps finding. Power built on armies needs armies to survive. Power built on a way of living survives everything, even its own God saying no. They looked for Zion on a map and found out Zion is a way of living. As one elder says, Zion can be right here. So, were the Rastas wrong about their God? Or did they overstand something the rest of us are still catching up to? Tell us below, and follow Kemet Leeds for more African history. Like, comment, share, join us at Kemet Leeds and set your notifications so that Zion is never just a place on a map. And join the discussion on the leaders shaping Africa and its diaspora.